Welcome to the 8th video of this series of SQL Basics. In this video, we will learn about join types, why joins are needed, structure of our database, inner join, left outer join, right outer join, and full outer join. For the sake of example, we created two tables. One is called color table and other is called fruit and veg table, and we will try to use all four types of joins and we'll see what is the difference. So in the very first example, we used inner join. As a result of inner join, there are 9 records in the result set. As you can see, what inner join does, it tried to match each record from the left table to the right table. Wherever it could find a match, it puts in the result set, and wherever it doesn't find a match, it's not included into the result set. So as you can see, these 4 which I've highlighted in red couldn't find a match, so these are not included into the result set here, and this record or this row couldn't find a match as well, so it's not included here. We move on to our next join, which is left outer join. As a result of left outer join, there are 13 records in our result criteria. What it does, it picks up all the records from left table and puts into the table, and any records where it could find a match from the right table are included into the result set. As we can see, there are 4 records where it couldn't find a match, and that's the reason it's showing null in the fruit and veg name column, because all the records from left table but only matching rows or records from the right table are displayed there, and these 1, 2, 3, and 4 records couldn't find a match, so because there's no match, so it's showing null. Because it was a left outer join, that's the reason it included all the fields from the left table. Now we move to our next example of right outer join. In the right outer join, it is totally opposite of left outer join. What it does is includes all the fields from right table in there, as we can see, and only matching fields from the left table. In the very first row, it couldn't find a match, so that's why it's showing null. So as a result of right outer join, we could see there are 10 records in the result set. Now we move to our final type of join, which is called full outer join. In full outer join, displays all the fields from the left table and all the fields from the right table, regardless if there is any match. So as we can see, all the fields from the left table, it starts with the matching one where it could find a match, it's showing the matching fields, and then where it could find a match, it also displays unmatched fields as well from the left table and also from the right table. So as a result of this, it is displaying 14 records in full outer join. So what we have learned today is, as a result of inner join, is only displays where it could find a match in both the tables. As you can see, green, yellow, purple, orange, and brown coming from left table, and where it could find a match from our fruit and veg table, it is displaying all those records, and any records where it couldn't find a match are not included into our result set. Left outer join, all the fields from the left table but only matching fields from the right table, and where it couldn't find a match, it put as a null value, means there is nothing there from the right table. In the right outer join, all the fields from the right table but only matching fields from the left table, and similarly couldn't find a match for the first record, so it has put a null there. In full outer join, regardless if there's a match or doesn't make any difference, it puts all the fields from the left table into result set and all the fields from the right table into our result set. First of all, it starts with the matching values. Spinach is green, cabbage is green, peas, and so on. And where it couldn't find a match, then it will pull null values against those records from both the tables. It couldn't find 4 matching values from the right table, so there are 4 nulls coming from the right table and 1 null from the left table. This is how we could use 4 types of joins to joins 2 or more than 2 tables to bring records from different tables. Let's try some examples. The database we are using is called Clinical Systems. Select from table operation as OP. Table aliases are very important when we are doing joins. Inner join TBL staff as S on OP dot operation staff ID equal to S dot staff ID. So if we run this, we can see all the records from operation table and all the records from staff table. Let's simplify this with some of the fields. S dot staff name as staff, then S dot staff role as role, then OP dot operation name is that name as operation, and then OP dot let's try operation date as date. If we run this, press F5 to display the results. So it's displaying name of the staff, the job title, name of the operation, and date of the operation. So in the inner join table, it is displaying, as we can see here, 18 records where there is a matching record between these 2 tables, staff and operation table. We can also join more than 1 tables. Let's try joining a couple of other tables too. Inner join TBL, let's try patient as P on OP dot, it should be patient ID, operation patient ID equal to P dot patient ID. So display some of the fields from patient table. We need to put on here P dot patient name as patient, then P dot, let's say gender or whatever, let's say gender, and then see the results. Now we can see staff name, their role, operation date, operation name, operation date, patient name, and their gender. So first 2 fields are coming from staff table. Next 2 fields are coming from operation table, and third 2 fields are coming from patient table. We can put some more information. For example, if we need to know how much it costs for, what is the cost for the operation, so we need to use table coding as C on OP dot operation code ID equal to C dot code ID, and to add the cost, we will be adding the operation cost. So if we space as cost. So if we run this, as we can see, it is displaying staff, role, operation, date, patient name, patient gender, and cost of the operation. So we can join as many tables we want to display more and more data, whatever our requirement is. So let's try another example for left outer join. For a left outer join, we need to delete these joins from here, and also delete all the fields from there. And what we do is as OP, and we could say left outer join TBL, let's say staff as S on OP dot operation staff ID equal to S dot staff ID, and then we can put some fields to display. S dot staff name, S dot staff role, and then OP dot operation date and OP dot operation name. Let's run this and see the results. What's happening here is, as we discussed in the beginning of this video, that in the left outer join the result set will consist of all the records from left table. In this case, the left table is table operation. We could also do a space and delete, and now you can see table staff is on the right and table operation is on the left. So all the records from operation table, and only joining or relevant records where there is a match from the right table, which is staff table. As we can see, it is displaying all those records where there is a match, and right at the bottom we could see there are some values which is showing as null values, because it couldn't find a match in staff table. I believe so it will be more relevant, it will be more easier to understand if I delete this from there and then right at the end, and then Control V, and then if I run this now again, it will be more appropriate, because we have used table operation on the left. So operation date, operation name, and then staff table is on our right. So we could see there are some null values here because it couldn't find a match from the right table. It is bringing all the records from left table and any joining table from the right table, but where it couldn't find a match, it will put as null. Let's try another thing, which is we could use this left outer join in case someone is responsible for completion of the data or data quality purposes, and they can run this SQL query to find out where there is a particular operation and the data is not complete, and they can run left outer join, and then they can see like there's a null values, and then they can find out and complete this. Let's try right outer join. When we run right outer join, what it does, all the values from the right table and any matching records from the left table. So as we can see, all the records from the right table, some of these guys like consultant, nurse, or as you can see the names, these guys are not involved with any operation, so the value is showing as null. Null for operation name and null for operation date is because there is no match in operation table whatsoever. So in our right outer join, all the fields from right table, which is staff table, and only matching fields from the operation table. So where it couldn't find a match, it is putting as null. Let's try our final join, which is called full outer join. Full outer join, and execute the SQL and see the results. It will, first of all, it will display where it found a match between operation table and staff table, those records. It will display right in the beginning, and as we scroll down, we could see it couldn't find any match for these appointments, review appointments, where there is no staff, there is no record from the staff table, so it is putting null values there. And further down, these guys, the staff members, there is no operation, they were in operation or review appointments or anything, they were not involved with anything, so that's the reason it is putting as null values. So what full outer join is doing here is all the records from left table and all the records from right table, where there is a match, it will display right in the beginning, and where there is no match, it will still put in the result set, but obviously there's no match, so it is putting as null value. So null means nothing, there's no value, you couldn't find any match or value whatsoever. So what full outer join does is, regardless of the match, it will display all the records. As we can see, there are 29 records with full outer join. We could also count with left outer join how many records are there. 5. We could see there are 22 records. You can see right in the corner there are 22 records, and with right outer join, when we execute this, there are 25 records. So this is what we learned today about inner join, left join, right outer join, and full outer join. So how we can join on one field to the other is the way only we can join on the primary and secondary key. So let's this is our clinical system database. Let's see the diagram, how these tables are joined together. We are putting all the tables on the diagram and see the results. This is how it looks like. This is our main table, is operation table, and all other tables like operation theta, coding, outcome, patient, complications, and staff table, they are joined through these fields. If we want to pull any data from coding table, we need to join coding table on code ID with operation code ID. If we want to see the outcome of that particular operation, we need to join on outcome ID with there will be one field here with outcome ID somewhere where we could join patient outcome ID like this. And when we joined staff table, we joined on staff ID with operation staff ID. So this is a diagram of our database. So it is important, it's a very key thing to understand. We can only join the tables with relevant field where this field operation staff ID is equal to staff ID field in staff table. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please post your comments and feedback. There are more videos available to watch and learn from, so please don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next